will be details that I'll be announcing in the very near future. Audrey.
Were the in-principle decisions, whatever they are, supported by New Zealand First?
Absolutely. We are of one mind. We are absolutely united as a cabinet. But you've got the leader here. He can speak for himself.
Well, this was a cabinet decision, and that, Audrey, is your total answer.
Would you support a ban then on semi-automatic weapons?
Again, of course, we're not making the announcement today.
You didn't hear me. You didn't hear my answer. This was a cabinet decision, and that's the total answer.
Mr. Peters, what's different now from when New Zealand First didn't support the recommendation inquiry?
The Select Committee, I don't think, to be clear, I'm not sure the Select Committee went down into the range of issues that have been canvassed between ourselves around issues around availability. So I'm not happy to put the question, but I don't think that was part of the Select Committee inquiring, to the best of my knowledge.
So what can you tell us about the spike in violent and...
Can I just answer that question then?
Yeah, go ahead.
It was rather serious. Reality is we were at the time not in government and seriously concerned about the access of the gangs to illegal firepower, illegal guns. The reality is, though, that after 1 p.m. on the 15th of March, our world changed forever, and so will some of our laws.
Absolutely. Sorry, Tara.
What can you tell us about the spike in threatening or violent messages that are being sent online after the attack?
Yeah, one of the horrific things that I, of course, have learned in a very short period of time around events that other countries have experienced before is that this is a trend that has occurred in regions that have experienced these kinds of horrific attacks. We are looking to the lessons that have been learned in other jurisdictions around the patterns that tend to follow, retaliatory messages, suggestions of copycat activity. These are patterns of behaviour. So our agencies are live to that. You'll see the police are taking a precautionary approach with their presence and their activities. It's also one of the reasons that we remain with a threat level of high, just to ensure that our agencies are live to some of those patterns we see internationally.
How bad is that spike?
I don't have anything that quantifies that. Certainly, our agencies are taking all information seriously. They are taking a precautionary approach. They are focused on ensuring the safety of New Zealanders. That is our number one priority.
Have you spoken to Facebook again?
Sorry.
Have you spoken to Facebook again, Prime Minister, about the live streaming?
I have still the same information. I don't believe I've received an update to the one that we received, I believe, last night, that indicated at that time they had removed, and it would, I'm sure, no doubt be a higher number now, 1.5 million versions of the occasions where the video had been loaded. Of course, in the direct aftermath, they removed the offender's Instagram and Facebook account. They are continuing to automatically remove, but also, I believe, manually, in some cases, as I understand, remove any replica of that video in any form, whether it's cut or in fill. The point that I would like to make, though, is, obviously there's been a proliferation of its availability. 1.5 million times. The fact that only 1.2 of those times has been automated tells me there, of course, are powers to take a very direct approach to instances of speech that incites violence or that incites hate. And I would call on our social media platforms of all variety to demonstrate the kind of responsibility that both lead to these events and that includes those who perpetuate the messages in the aftermath. There's a lot of work that needs to be done.
They indicated to you that they may move in that direction.
Sorry, have they?
Has Facebook indicated to you
They've,
they may move?
they've certainly indicated they've sent their condolences for New Zealand. They've indicated that they are working very proactively on the sharing of videos and content in the aftermath. They've acknowledged some of the systems that they have already around what they've termed hate speech. My view is there's more that can and should be done.
So you're going to look at
Bennett.
reports of panic buying, people panic buying firearms. Do you have any more details
No. I believe the police haven't been able to really verify that. I know that there was, I believe, an anecdotal suggestion of that. Look, all I would say is that I would exercise caution for anyone who is considering investing at this point. Simply wait a few more days, have some certainty.
The Australian Foreign Minister today.
I spoke to her the other day.
And did she speak to you about their willingness to have a conversation about the deportation of Brent and Tarrant?
No, we didn't talk about that. We talked about their offer to provide us with every support, every asset they possibly could, alongside their feelings of sincere condolences about the tragedy that's happened and the terrorism disaster that happened here.
And have you seen her reported comments today, either of you?
No. Oh, certainly I can't speak for myself, I have not.
The Turkish president
Barry, if you don't mind, I'll just take Claire and then I'll come back to you. Oh, is it? Who would you prefer? Go.
She's clairvoyant.
the Turkish president has used